I was about to forget my mirror, where I can see if I'm in the frame or not. Hi. My name is, almost ready. My name is Theodore Cottingham. And I am a simple old man in Eureka Springs, Arkansas, for now. With a message, with a vision. With the message that Jesus is the pattern. If you will be it too, you will be as it is, as he is, the same as, equivalent, the same consciousness. If you breathe no other in you, I breathe the consciousness of Christ, not I breathe a new message. You are becoming what you will embrace. And if you embrace death, you will see it. You will surrender to experience it. And you will go on to another life without your flesh suit on. But my friend, you have the ability to take your flesh suit off of you now before you die and be untethered to it unless you want to it use to minister to others who see you, who want to see you with their flesh eyes, but be not of this world. So I have a premise, and I've already told you, I'm an old man in Eureka Springs. I've spent many an hour in prayer, many an hour in Bible study, in solitude over the last 40 years. And I have a premise that I'm sharing with you that you can embrace, or you can leave, or you can laugh at, make fun of. I understand. But my premise is this, and I preach it all the time. I teach all the time. And I've even written a book about it. Jesus is the pattern. Jesus is not your Messiah. Jesus is not a soon coming king. Jesus is not going to set up his kingdom on earth. Jesus is not going to make all your troubles go away. Jesus is not going to heal the earth. Jesus is not. But what is Jesus? The pattern. He was the message. He embodied the message. He gave you the message in his life for you to be his life in you, your message of with your name, not his. Do you see how this changes everything? Instead of followers, it is necessary for you to become leaders. Instead of servant leadership, you must learn the manners of the king and no more be afraid of state dinners, nor whether your writing goes from right to left to right, or anyone else's does. Will you begin to see a new beginning for a new message where you no longer honor Jesus not, but you honor in a completely different way. No longer as a follower, but a becomer. A becomer. A becomer in your shoes of that message. What message? There is a kingdom. The kingdom? Oh, in Israel and the promised land and heaven to come? No, Jesus said, look not to the right or the left, for the kingdom of heaven is within you. You, my friend, little girl, little boy, of every nation, tribe, and tongue, no matter what language you speak or try to. The premise is Jesus is more than the pattern. Jesus is the message, the emboldenment, the embodiment. Do you see what I am saying? Will you crystallize Christ no more as a man, a male, in flesh of historic significance? Will you see the message today for you to be it today, now? Now is the time of salvation, no longer, but the becoming of Christ. You are in your shoes, whether you call it that or not. It's a new race, a race of John 3:8 people. Are you willing to be John 3:8ified? Jesus defined what born again means. You're not born again by saying a little prayer. Hogwash. How many of us have said it 16 million times or some such number, wanting to make sure we're saved, not wanting to go to hell. Religion is fear-based. Love is not. Love is acceptance-based in the equality of one. I see you as me, if you will be it. And if you won't be me, that's your choice. You can be you separate. Keep your consciousness separate. You can condemn you, classify you, categorize you and each other, and learn all you want to and take it to the grave, but you don't have to. I teach a new consciousness. Angelic consciousness. This is the angelic consciousness network arising. And I am an old man, and I am asking you to carry it on as I see it not. I'm asking you to create you in it as it, with no other force, but becoming the source of you again. Where you begin to channel this way, and you find a sweet spot of religion no more to comfort you. You begin the adventure, no longer being exploited. You begin the adventure of an explorer, and you begin to explore your kingdom, my friend, your kingdom, Y-O-U-R, with your name here, Betty Sue, Billy Joe, whatever your name is. The message is to be who you really are, not covered over with flesh, not limited to flesh, not limited to your neurons, nor your burning bush, your brain. The tree of life? My friend, this message is for YOU. You. To be Jesus serving no more the way you have taught to serve and be of service to the church, and being taught that service to the church is service to God. How ridiculous. That, my friend, is blasphemous, ludicrous. Are you willing to see the temple not made with hands that exist in a field, not a magnetic field, not the vortex of your thought or religion, but a state of being? Not a state of accomplishment, but a state of consciousness where you complete, you don't compete. You are no longer complicit with the complexity of religion, distributing its ambiguity, telling other people to have faith, 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 for God to do everything for you. My friend, accept the atonement not. Begin a new beginning. This is for you, the angels, who will have angelic breath. The breath of the angels. Angels are people. Regular, normal, common people, just like you and me, who become them. Born again, what did Jesus say in John 3:8? Born of the Spirit, born again, defined. The wind, you can't see where it comes from or where it goes. You can't see the wind, where it comes from or where it goes. It's invisible. It's not predictable. It doesn't conform to your wants and wishes. You can't confine it. It's a mind of its own. It's a state, a lot of excited molecules. Or is it something more and a metaphor? For what Jesus was prophesying, predicting, foretelling, with insight, because he had experienced it. Jesus became the firstborn of a new race. There's a new beginning. Will you prepare for the new beginning and no longer sit in church to have your angel wings after you die? Or are you kidding yourself? Are the ignorant teaching the ignorant to be dumbed down and dumber still, hoping for a better place in heaven, a better resurrection, a new life? Why aren't you healing your neighbors? John 14:12. It's a verse in red too. Jesus said, if you believe in me, you will do the things, the miracles, the works that I do, and more. But we haven't been taught that. We've been taught to listen. We've been taught to learn and learn and learn and learn and be passive, while religion has stuck pacifiers in our mouth instead of freeing our words to channel the living word, to channel the living word, to channel the living word that comes through your lips, my friend, young and old. No matter what you think of you, no matter what your socioeconomic status, no matter whether or not you're in dire poverty, whether you're in pain, or whether you're in the affluence, the lap of luxury. I love you all. And this is my message to you. There's coming a time, and now is, where timeliness will present itself not as something separate, but no longer something that you obey as time does, but you can become the timeless one in your shoes, where you see this Jesus is not about history. It's about the message for now, for you, and every man, and every woman, and every child on this planet and farther. And this is my premise. This is my promise. Not, or are you changing what you believe? For, will you no longer believe for death? Will you no longer believe the way you've been taught? Will you no longer believe that you can learn like you have learned in the past? Are you willing to come into a new learning system where God teaches you directly, or the Holy Spirit, or whatever your name for it? The Spirit of love, joy, peace, promise not. Or are you telling your mind to shut up and sit down and not take the place of the command center of your essence? Or are you simply disenthroning that which wants to rule you and tell you there's a God to serve? And buddy, if you don't look out, you're going to be in the throes of hell. Hell? Did unconditional love create a hell for you? And not just punish you for a few years, but eternal damnation? Don't you see religion created an anti-hero for its hero, and it created itself as the distributor, the authorized version of itself. And it instilled fear, fear, fear. Because the conqueror has to have something to overcome. Overcome. Have faith, faith, faith in God. Jesus did it all for you. No, my friend, it's up to you. Front, center stage, I am calling you to the head of the table. I'm calling you to be the honored guest at your table, where you begin to understand and conceptualize and conceive the womb of the Spirit for you to be birthed again, to become as the wind is, so that you learn that you can experience travel without a bus ticket or a car or an airplane, just like Jesus did. No longer thinking Jesus is special. Will you take the humanity off of him not? Or will you see the human first and foremost that learned how to do the works? Will you learn? This is a school. This is the school for the mighty many of every nationality, every nation, tribe, and tongue. Now, women will leave, and the misogynist will be crying tears in their soup, trying to find a bread line. Because the commerce of capitalism and the promise of prosperity is nowhere to be seen, not, or are you changing what world you live in? Will you live in the religious world no more that promises you a prosperity, a heaven, forgiven sin? Wait, forgiven sin? Or do you not have any sin? Or are you the angels? Or were you the angels before you were in flesh? Let us come back to conceive the origin of the original energy of life itself. No longer clinging to this flesh life, no longer having an agenda to appease a God or to study to show yourself approved, a workman. We no longer cling to the idea, the promise of learning line by line, precept by precept. We begin to learn as you channel in the process of the new covenant, the new and living covenant. The covenant, the promise of progress, not the promise of a flow, the promise of life, to give life, to emit life, to become equal with the life giver so that you're not separate, so that you enjoy the precipice not, the products of other not, but you preach a different message. You begin to see Jesus is the pattern, and you begin to teach your people. You begin to teach people all around you. You become a preacher, not an ordained one, or does that not matter? Or can nobody authorize you but you yourself? Where you no longer abdicate your authority and take a lesser position. I'm calling you to the head of the table. My name is Theodore, and I love you. And I'm asking you to sever your confidence no more from your head, your essence, your life, your being, your spirit, no matter what you call it. I'm calling you to the head of the table. I'm calling you to honor you. I'm calling you to honor now the message, not the man. To honor the message. Delve into John 3:8, John 14:12, and so many others. Begin to see on the back of my book. I wrote, this Jesus the pattern is a definitive message to ordinary people everywhere, women and men of all races, that what Jesus became, you can become. This is my message. I'm old, gray, and weary sometimes. Put out with people who don't want to learn. They just want to comment. They want to debase. They want to be discouragers. They have no understanding of their power. None at all. To quote a book, to condemn me for the length of my hair, wanting me to abide by some verse in some ancient book. Will you live without the lies of the past? Will you begin to see the message for yourself, the eternal kingdom within you, and begin to let that which has no name, no nomenclature, but your words and your name, teach you in your common vernacular? Will you articulate be? The one to take your clothes off, not for another. Are you willing to begin to see a new race? A new race of light people who do the miracles. people of light, love, and joy, people of laughter, not people who want to enforce the rules of their community and enjoy excluding people, ruling people out, condemning, classifying, arranging. A new standard is coming, not, but freedom is. The freedom to be the real you. That has no power, not again, but the powerful. Rejoice, the mighty many come forth. But it's not a man that's going to split the eastern sky, nor come through the eastern gate. It's not going to be a man setting up a hierarchy. I'm asking you to no longer think you're a little lower than the angels or that God is above you. Think it not robbery. Have this mind. Have the mind of Christ in you. Think it not robbery to be equal with God. You can say, I'm not God. I have no power. I don't know how to do the miracles. Well, you're ignorant. Learn. There's a way. If you are willing to learn and see and begin to behold and breathe new words, new energy into place, you will displace your DNA not, or will you turn on some that have never been on in this life? Will you discount epigenetics not, or will you see the ghosts in your genes, the PBS special, or will you learn from Nova or a scientific journal? Will you change everything you think is possible and declare me invalid no more? For I am the valid me, the validity of one, the authority of the soon-coming king not, but I'm telling you, the authority of the common people, or the authority is abated no more of common people who become angels. This is the angelic network. This is the angelic consciousness network for creators to create the conscious of the angelic you and to condemn you no more or each other and begin to connect and begin to prosper in ways that you never imagined. My name is Love and Two Shoes Cottingham. I'm not proposing to be a sorcerer or anyone else's apprentice. I have become equal with I am. I am is all who will be it. I am is a race of people, not limited to the voice of religion, nor the shape of your body, nor the words of your merit, meritocracy, aristocracy. I'm not looking for your bourgeoisie, I'm looking for leaders. Common, ordinary people who have never been let to lead. You probably don't have much money. You may be in despair. You may be weak, heavy burdened. And I'm looking for David's 300 knot. I'm looking for 30 pieces of silver not. I'm looking for you who will no longer exchange your birthright for the message of religion that placates you and establishes your place on their pew until death does its deed in you. I love you all. My name is Theodore Here Now Does This. Will you learn to live stream too like this? Will you begin to channel the Holy Spirit, not the Holy You? The one you are. Abdicating no longer your ability to prosper in that which you cannot see, but that brings you luck not, but that brings you into the kingdom of the unlimited, infinite, eternal immortals that are not subject to your dimensions. See without time. Hear without space. Determine your energy to be not separate, but create the consciousness of one. Thank you for sharing with me these moments, this day. And realize Christ is not about Christmas. Christmas is not about Christ. It's all the foolery of religion, not. But I tell you this, the one who will do the miracles, the one is in your shoes. If you will but cart it around, no more in sorrow, but to learn the words of the kingdom, no more incantations, no more rites and rituals, but the surrender of one to become it. Become the message in your shoes, just like Jesus became the message of the kingdom within, the message that you are the key. You hold the keys to the kingdom. All the keys to the kingdom you have been given, and you hold them all. All of your keys are within you. To a new dimension, to dimensionlessness. Thank you for allowing me to share these words, allowing me to share my heart with you, and allowing me to call you to the head of the table, to honor you. And I do. Now lift up your head and be honored. And fight not for a place in the church or a community, a religious setting, or even a molecular one. For your world is new, and this is the new beginning of it, if you will be it, the creator of you again. I love you all. I invite you to write me. I'm at box 34 for now. I live in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. Box 34. My website is Cottingham.com. And on my website, I have the riches, a variety of riches for you, a banquet that I can hardly articulate. The delicacies, the vastness in store for you, if you will come to an adventure the banquet table and begin to eat the words that I have edited not, but channeled, you will find a learning system with a framework called Meonics, where you begin to become the creator in your shoes of the new you. Eat the mildewed words of other no more, nor the rusty nails, nor their tin cans that slice up your insides and keep you in turmoil. Change what you ingest and eat the food of fools no more. The banquet is in the heavens. Now be afraid no more of it. The heavens between your ears, the heavens, the consciousness, because everything you see is inside of you. Be not afraid of your power anymore. See the state of affairs of other not, but there'll be many state dinners in my honor not, but yours who answer the call. The call goes forth, the clarion call with the clarity of one. Thank you for letting me share this day. Be the one who unwraps you. And let this be the season of joy that never ends, because you never go back to a life of sorrow. You emit no more the rays of sorrow from your mouth, nor transmit them to another angel to debase or derange them. Lift up the voice of sorrow no more, but the standard of peace and righteousness, unconditional love, and be the lovers who love each other equally. Not church of, not religionistic, but love. I go. Theodore Cottingham, Cottingham.com. I love you all. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being generous with your time and all that you are. Open out your love for every person, alive and farther, and be the dedicated no more to sorrow, and deny death any power over you. I love you. Theodore Cottingham in Eureka Springs. Good day. See ya. Thank you.